Cheers beer runners and happy Friday and welcome to a very special edition of the iRunOnBeer Friday 5. This week is a special edition because earlier in the week I had my topic picked out, had my theme, had the list put together, scripted, ready to go, and then something changed. If you've been paying attention to the running news, you may have seen that one of my favorite companies made a special announcement this Tuesday, and that company is AfterShokz. If you've been following me for a while, then you already know that AfterShokz is by far my favorite pair of headphones that I own. They just make an incredible product with their bone conduction technology. I had the Trekz Titaniums when those were their latest model. When the Trekz Air got announced, I got those right away, and I am happy to say that now that they have officially announced the newest addition to their lineup, the AfterShokz Aeropex headphones, I was lucky enough to be selected with BibRave to test the product, and it has officially arrived.
Oh yeah, I got a big box, yes I do. I got a big box, how about you?
I got a big box, yes I do. I got a big box, how about you?
So for this week's Friday 5 episode, I figured I'd do an unboxing of the brand new AfterShokz Aeropex headphones. Like I said, just announced this past Tuesday. I'll run through some of the features that I'm looking forward to and just give you a look at what's inside the box. So enough with the intro, let's get to the exciting part and take a look at what's inside the box. Pause for dramatic effect.
I wonder what's inside.
So to start things off at the first look, obviously gotta love that it's wrapped in the quintessential BibRave orange tissue paper. Definitely appreciate the shout out. Let's see what is underneath. So before we unpack the Aeropex themselves, just a quick note about AfterShokz if you are unfamiliar with their headphones. So like I mentioned in the intro, they are bone conduction headphones. So what that means is, as opposed to traditional headphones that go inside of your ear or possibly over your ear entirely, the AfterShokz just loop over the ear and rest outside the ear on your cheekbone, playing small vibrations against the bone that carry the sound into your ear. So the nice thing about that is, especially safety conscious as runners, is you can listen to your podcasts, music, whatever you'd like, take phone calls, etc., but it's not blocking the sound from the world around you from also getting into your ears. So for me, doing most of my running on busy roads, I can hear cars, things like that, anyone coming up from behind me, but then also now that I'm getting ready for an ultra, training in the woods, if I do decide to listen to music or podcasts or things like that, I can still maintain that awareness of what's going on around me while enjoying podcasts or music or what have you. Let's take a look at what is inside the box. The knife again. Let's get this baby open. It's just shrink wrapped a little bit. Get all that off. Alright, so slide this off. Looks like we have a little bit of a box inside of a box. Obviously the AfterShokz catchphrase, be open while you're running. And once it's completely open, you can see obviously very minimalist like the company themselves, very simple, very sleek design, loving the look of the new Aeropex first and foremost. Obviously great for runners as advertised in the marketing, but let's see what else we got inside the box. So obviously we have first the headphones themselves, the new AfterShokz Aeropex headphones, and I'll just jump right into the first thing that I'm most looking forward to about testing out this new model, and that is that they have continued to make their headphones even lighter weight and more comfortable than previous models. If you've used AfterShokz in the past, you know that with each model they've been slowly trimming away as much excess weight that they can, and with the new Aeropex they've actually gotten these headphones down to under an ounce of weight. So you can already barely notice the Trekz Airs when you're wearing them. They're so comfortable, so snug, so light, and I'm sure this is just going to continue to improve upon that design. Just looking at the profile, you can see there's no excess weight on here. You just have obviously the headphones themselves, this really slim, comfortable, probably rubber or silicone headband and the part that goes over the ear, and then just a little bump on either side for the batteries and the controls. So love that they've just continued, like I said, to make these even lighter weight, and can't wait to see how they feel on the run. Popping open the next side, we have the accessories, so we can just get these open. Let's see what we got in here. As with all AfterShokz headphones, you get a nice case to carry the headphones in when you're not using them, and it does look like they've upgraded the design by replacing the zipper with this little magnetized flap on top, which is nice, and the rest of the accessories come packed inside, so let's see what we got. The first thing out of the accessory bag is actually the next thing that I'm most looking forward to about these headphones, and that is the upgrades that they've made to the charging cables. So in the past, the AfterShokz Trekz Airs and Trekz Titaniums had a micro USB charger, but AfterShokz has gone ahead and upgraded to a magnetized charging cable. It just makes it much easier to connect. You don't have to wrestle around trying to get it to fit right into the port like you did with the last chargers. This just snaps on nice and easy. So definitely looking forward to the convenient design of these charging cables, and also looking forward to that they not only include just one cable for you to charge your device, but two cables, so you can have one at work, one at home, or wherever you charge these most. Maybe keep one in the car if you've got a USB port, but love that they give you an extra charging cable, and love that it's magnetized down nice and simple. That actually transitions nicely into the third thing that I'm looking forward to with this new upgrade to the AfterShokz headphones, and that is the battery life with the Aeropex. So with the Trekz Air, Trekz Titanium, I could usually get through about a full week on one charge, sometimes two depending on the length of my runs, but they probably got about 5 or 6 hours of consistent play time, and obviously plenty more of that in standby time. But they have upgraded that a ton with the AfterShokz Aeropex headphones. We are up to 8 hours of playtime, constant playtime, and I think almost a full day, if not over a day of standby time. So huge improvements to the battery life. That will definitely serve me well as I'm starting to train for an ultra marathon. As my runs get longer, I'm happy to know that these are going to last me for those longer runs, especially for those longer hike/trail mountain runs. So big improvement to the battery life, definitely looking forward to that with the Aeropex. Moving into the next item of the accessory bag, and that is a handy pair of earplugs. You might be wondering, why would a headphone company send you a pair of earplugs with the headphones? But that's because since the AfterShokz don't block out the sound around you, if you are in a situation where you don't necessarily want to hear what's going on around you, you can throw in the pair of earplugs so that you can listen to your music in peace. I tend to use these if I'm commuting into the city, flying, things like that, where I want to listen to my music on the AfterShokz but don't want to hear all the conversations of the people going on around me. I'll just go ahead and throw the earplugs in. That takes us nicely into the next thing that I'm looking forward to about testing these Aeropex headphones, and that is the improved sound quality and the improved sound design of the headphones themselves. And what I mean by that, and why I separated them into kind of two separate categories, is if you've ever tested AfterShokz in the past, you may have noticed that if you're listening to something at absolute full volume, and I mean blasting it, you can sometimes feel the vibration of the bass or the vibration of the sound against your cheek and kind of in your jawbone as well. And then also some of the sound when it's at full blast is being lost because it's sort of being projected outward. So if someone's sitting very close to you, they can kind of hear, just like if you turn any headphones up to full blast, you can kind of hear that muffled audio if you're within close range. So AfterShokz realized that and has been continuing to try to improve the sound quality of their headphones. And with the Aeropex, what they did was not only, like I say, improve the sound quality, so better bass, better depth to the sound for music, etc., but they also improved the sound design or redesigned how the headphones sit against your face. So even if you are turning that volume up, you're getting improved sound, better bass, etc., but you're not feeling that same vibration against your cheek because they're sitting against your cheek differently and projecting those vibrations in a better, more efficient manner. That also means less sound is being lost outward, so people sitting around you also won't be bothered by the music that you're listening to or podcasts or what have you. So really looking forward to testing out the audio quality and seeing how these compare to the Trekz Air and the Trekz Titanium. The last thing we have inside of the box is what you're used to if you've ever purchased any kind of electronic device, and that is your user guide and warranty in this handy little packet, and then also just a card with some illustrations, sort of a quick start guide. So just some key features, how to get it quickly connected to your phone and some of the basic controls, etc. And this also actually highlights the final thing that I'm most looking forward to, the last upgrade I'm really excited about with the Aeropex headphones, and that is their improved waterproofing. So why I'm very excited about this is with past models, they have been relatively waterproof and sweat resistant, so that's never been an issue. But when it comes to running in the rain or exposing them to a significant amount of water, it's sort of been at your own risk. Like I said, AfterShokz have always been water resistant, but when it comes to like a downpour, the messaging on their website was a little unclear, sort of. They should be okay, but also we wouldn't recommend it. So I've never had an issue. I've run in the pouring rain, never had problems with the headphones, but I've always just been a little bit uneasy, worried that halfway through the run they might cut out. Like I said, thankfully that's never been an issue, but even more thankful that with these most recent updates to the Aeropex headphones, this is up to IP67 waterproofing, which means not only are they fine in the rain, snow, what have you, they should actually survive being submerged in shallow water for up to 30 minutes. That's the official guidelines for IP67. So obviously I won't be submerging them, don't plan on taking these swimming, and I don't think it's recommended, but happy to know to have some peace of mind when I'm running in the pouring rain, no matter what the conditions are, that these are going to live up to that test. So definitely excited to take them out in some summer rainy day runs. And the other thing, the reason I pointed out what they have on the card that's nice about that feature is with the new charging portal, since it is open and doesn't have a cover, it does have an added feature now with these headphones that if you go to charge them and for whatever reason there might be some moisture in there, there is a warning indicator that will go off to let you know, hey, you should dry this out before you charge them so you don't have to worry about shorting them or frying your headphones. So definitely appreciate that with the new update to the headphones and with the updated or improved waterproofing technology. There you have it. That was actually my first ever unboxing video, so I hope I covered all my bases, but I really just wanted to give you a quick look inside the new Aeropex headphones and give you an idea of some of the features that I'm most looking forward to with this upgrade. So like I said, they've packed a lot of new stuff into these headphones and just continued to improve an already amazing product. But for now, I'm going to go throw these on the new magnetic charger, get these charged up and ready to go so I can take them on a nice long test run this weekend. But yeah, that just gives you a quick look at the product. Stay tuned. As I get plenty of miles in on these things, I will definitely be posting a much more in-depth review of some of the features that I learn along the way. But for now, that's all I have for you. Congratulations on making it through another week. Happy Friday. Cheers to the weekend, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.